Welcome to Modern Mystic Messages. I'm Teresa. Thank you so much for stopping by and clicking on the video. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. In any event, Soul Family, I'm happy that you're here. This evening, I wanted to we're going to have a little bit of fun. I hope it's going to be a fairly light reading. The last reading that I did, we saw a lot of spiritual growth. There's a transformation cycle happening here, and love did pop up as it often does sometimes. It looks like perhaps I'm not sure exactly what it is. Twin flames, divine counterparts, power couple, something looked like it was happening in the love department. So I just wanted to pull a few from some of the love decks and see if we can get a more definitive answer on that this evening. See what kind of messages spirit may have for us. So we're going to do that. And of course, later on, right after this, we will be getting into the Lost Book. I haven't forgotten that either. But when I was pre shuffling the cards, I really knew that I wanted to do this because as I was pre shuffling the cards, this card came out: Signs and Clues. The universe is speaking to you. So I was like, okay. Or it says universe is talking to you, same difference. And honestly, you've probably seen that. We probably know that. But yeah, like I said, nothing like getting those messages of encouragement, especially if the person that you have in mind is not in your experience currently. Very often we feel someone or an energy in manifestation. We feel it energetically before that person is actually with us. Maybe you all are still in separation due to life circumstances, closing up karmic cycles, buttoning up whatever got to be buttoned up, or they may be known to you and you still trying to figure it out, or they may not even be known to you yet. So we're going to just see what's going on here in the love energy. And of course, I do want to call in our guides. I want to ask the presence of Archangel Michael, Archaya Faith, Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, Saint Germain, and Lady Portia to be with us, as well as, of course, any of our ancestors that may have messages for us. Beings of divine light are welcome here, but we ask that you all protect and guide this reading. Oh, okay. Look like maybe some ancestors are here because the first card that came out is the grandmothers. Remember your roots, perspective, and trust the weavings. Wow. Okay. What else we got here? Oh, we have the Rose Garden, innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself, and the Sun, joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, and play. So if you are still well, honestly, the readings that I've been seeing, the collective that's coming in here, you may not have love right up in your face right now, but I really have not been feeling a lot of karmic energies. Don't think you're still wrestling with the karmic. So looks like you do have something to look forward to, and your ancestors may be steering some things. So if you don't see it just yet, don't worry. They've been shopping for you, and I think it's going to be all right. I think it's going to be all right. Let's see. And if you, like I said, if you're unsure, call on them. I know. Look at here. Wow. Now I'm not gonna take. Well, you know what? I might, because these were just kind of sticking up when I shuffle this deck, and I have to pay attention to that. We have baggage. Are you truly healed enough for me to walk into your life today? Heartbreak. I'm not ready for you yet because I'm still in the process of healing from my last relationship. And healing. I'm going through a process of healing and restoration so that I can be in optimal health again. So Maybe that's why I needed to pull this. Just like I said, just give us a little hint of what we're looking forward to, even if we're not quite ready for it yet. Some things may still be cooking and balancing out and healing and all of that, but it's good to know what's on the horizon. Oh, mastery. At this phase in my life, I'm focused on honing my craft and refining the skills that will help me to fulfill my purpose. Why? So you can call in a partner. Oh, searching is here too. I'm not ready to be with you yet because I'm still searching for myself and I don't really know who I am yet. However, this partner that you're calling in, with our combined skill sets, we're going to make an amazing team. So it's okay if you're not quite ready for it just yet. And honestly, it from what I've seen and heard people talk about and just kind of understand about that whole divine counterpart, kingdom spouse, twin flame, however you want to see it thing, I think it's just my opinion. Of course, I'm not a professional, but from what I've seen and in my own walk as well, it seems like very often the female, the divine feminine, is the one that kind of gets isolated and kind of goes into that whole hermit mode, dark night, ascension cycle kind of first. And then the masculine comes along in that wake of that. Very often, I think she kind of wakes him up a little bit and triggers ascension in him. And that's not to say that she's more spiritual, it's just that it happens first in her and then she catalyzes it in him, and then as he expands, it's like they catalyze growth in each other. But sometimes that needs to happen in separation, especially if you really both have like a spiritual assignment or mission or a double mission, even depending on what it is. Because truthfully, the divine counterpart, kingdom spouse, twin flame mission journey thing, the twin flame journey is just the awakening and ascension journey. It's the spiritual journey, but when it happens together and two people walk that path and come together, their energy signature is dramatically different than a lot of relationships you'll see out here in the workaday world, as they say. That's a mission in and of itself. Now, if you all are both called to an additional mission, it may take some while for that to come together. So don't be discouraged if you don't have it in your face right this second. Whoa. Past life. We reunite with our loved ones over and over in different lives. Yeah. And if you have a past life partner coming in, you may not have it or see it or understand or whatever because those situations are still being lined up for you. That person may be halfway around the world, may still be, like I said, working their way through their karmic lessons and being awakened and kind of progressing to that point where union is possible for you all. Oh, commitment is an important factor in building a successful relationship, as well as embrace what fate has in store for you. So they may even be working on getting to a point where they can make those commitments. Twins, empaths, chosen ones, light workers, however you want to call it, that you get to this point of the spiritual journey, that path isn't easy. And a lot of times it's come with some very karmic relationships, past pain. And I ain't talking, I mean, it's not imagined, it's real. Oh, sometimes we get drugged through the meat grinder because those relationships are, we're allowed to experience those things. One, to teach us certain karmic lessons and close karmic lessons, especially if we are healing ancestral wounds for our bloodline and sometimes even for other ancestors and bloodlines. You don't know how that works. So the relationship thing may have been uncomfortable and may have left you very commitment shy, or your partner, or very often if you are calling in a twin, if you're truly mirroring twins, the same pain and stuff that you had to heal and get over, they did too in their little corner of the world. So if they're not ready right this second, it doesn't mean they're not coming. They're being prepared, just like you've been being prepared. And like I said, sometimes it's to your advantage to allow that to happen in separation. It's not a bad thing at all. But let's get over here. I wanna look at these first, and then we're gonna get into the tarot and the surrounding tarot-like cards. Goals. Progress is positive and personal. Goals will be achieved. Ooh, along with Dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Yeah. So it's coming. It's cooking, put it that way. It's a cooking. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. And luck is here as well. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So no worries there. And I know it's easy to say no worries, but we're going to still worry because that's just what we do. I get it. I get it. I get it. But hey, let's see. We're going to pull a little tarot and see what's going on. Ooh, it's split right here with the Magician and the Age of Aquarius. So, that's nice. Dee. Ooh, Three of Pentacles is here. So that is collaboration. That is definitely collaboration, a respectful collaboration where your ideas are being paid attention to. It's like the idea of a master crafts person, or not truly an apprentice. It's past the apprentice stage. They're genuinely taking guidance from you. This is respect. This is being recognized for your talents. So that's a good thing. As far as, oh, look at here, look at here. The Hanged Woman and Justice is here. So this is your spiritual contracts coming. Like I said, the spiritual eagles are coming home to roost, so to speak. That's a good thing. You're doing that work in that hanged one position by doing the spiritual work. Wow, 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 wow. Knight of Pentacles and the Hierophant is here. So yeah, it's been a minute coming. But truthfully, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he is the most reliable one. He is traditional, he is purposeful, he is methodical. If anybody is going to bring it home, it's going to be the Knight of Pentacles. So seeing it right here with this Three of Pentacles with the Hierophant, Justice, and the Hanged One. Yeah. This thing didn't come in quick because, well, you know what? Sometimes, yep, Spirit got to do their big one. Very often, these towers have to crumble first before this can come in. And you got to be clear on what you truly want. Seven of Cups is here. And I get it, going through those karmic cycles, especially if we've had recurring ones. The narcissist empath paradigm is huge, playing out. Codependency is huge. Sometimes infidelity thing is huge. Those are like some of the really big. Oh, poverty. That's another big cycle in this age. Because look, especially out, even when you think you're doing good, it seems like we go through these cycles of recession and all of that. So I get it. Closing out all of those cycles, you may have had extra helpings of all of those lessons. So once all of that kind of started closing out, you got to get to a point. It's like stopping a train. You can't stop a train on a dime. It has to stop and then change directions. And that tower hits sometimes. And look, again, I get it. Because some of us, when the tower hit, we don't have sense enough to sit there for a moment and process. We try to hurry up and jump back in and get to our feet like we've been doing over and over and over again. Life probably didn't kick the slats out from under you 3 or 4 times, whether it's relationships, work situation, family situation, or a combination thereof. So by the time spirit really gets ready to move something to bring this counterpart in, they got to do their big one and really put you in timeout for a minute so that you can get real crystal clear on exactly what you're wanting to manifest and call in. Because you don't want to call in no more of the same of this other stuff. You healing from that. And that tower moment puts you in that timeout so that you can be in this hangman hierophant energy. Get very, very clear, remix that stuff, heal it, transmute it, whatever. Why? Because it's your spiritual justice when you're healing this karmic cycle. Let's see what else we got here with the 7 of Cups. Yep, had to close the cycle. 10 of Wands is here, 8 of Swords, but the Ace of Cups and the 2 of Wands is also here with that. So this is for real. This is letting that train come to a full stop and getting clear on your choices so that you can move ahead, manifest, call in something different. Because guess what? You done had enough. 10 of Wands. This is over. Stick a fork in us. We're done. Enough is enough. And then you come to realize, I mean, a true 8 of Swords fashion. 8 of Swords is being trapped of your own volition. I don't want to say just a prison of the mind. That's more the 9 of Swords. Sometimes it really is some physical stuff, but you're not nearly as stuck as you think you are. But you're plagued by it. That's why hang woman is a very good position to be in so that you can get clear. But guess what? It's coming. It is coming. That's a promise from the divine. And that's an emotional fulfillment. That's an offer of love. A brand new beginning, and 2 of Wands is here, so it's on the way. This is kind of at the crossroads. You don't see it yet, but you put it out there in the universe. Like you say, your ships are out to sea. You know they're gonna come back. You don't see them yet, but you're looking for it. Your faith is strong enough to know that it is potentially on the way. Now let's see. I want to pull a couple of these just to, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even think we need to clarify that, but I do want to see what's going on with the Kipper and the Lenormand, so we will jump in here. Change. Change is on the horizon. And what needed to change? Get these false people out of your way. But there is a spiritual gift coming. Main male. Yeah. So, and mature woman. Okay. Maybe there's something different between y'all. There's a little bit of an age difference here. Or if this false person is here, maybe the mature woman is going to help you see that and work past it. Either way, there's a spiritual gift here, and change is for sure on the horizon. Ooh. And when I put up here, pathway is here, and great fortune. Now, pathway is not an instant delivery, and so maybe that's what that Knight of Pentacles situation was all about. They used to call this 2 years patience. It's a spiritual journey beginning path, whatever. But yeah, it does indicate some time involved in this. But great fortune is here with it. So guess what? We'll take that. And what's at the top here? Message. Yeah. And child. Now, whether this is an actual child or a new project, take it how it resonates for you. I ain't trying to put no babies on nobody that don't truly want children, but for that whole divine counterpart situation, there are some spirit babies out there, regardless of whether you think you can have one or not, tubes tied, vasectomies, whatever, whatever. And again, I can't promise nobody nothing, and I'm not a doctor, but I do believe there are going to be some babies coming along with some of these unions that truthfully you're going to be tempted to name the baby blessing or gift or divinity or something, because you're going to know that that child is a spiritual gift from above. Doctor said you couldn't have no children and this now. Guess what? When spirit do they big one, it don't make no difference what no human said, right? Right, that part. So don't automatically discount it. Like I said, it may not be a child. Hey, your situation is different. More than one person may get messages from here, but if you, and again, spirit is trying to talk to you, so you know with your intuition, if you've seen them spirit babies or have that inkling or that's a desire in your heart that just will not go away regardless of whether it looks feasible or not, it may be something that spirit is putting on you because it's something that they're working out for you. And yeah, that do take time, but hey, we got the feminine twin here, attaining higher self, and the electric, creative expression. Okay, along with practicing self-love. Yeah, it's yeah, for I think for both of you, the main holdup has been a need for an extensive season of healing and growth, and tapping into your intuition, getting your body clear, getting your mind clear, getting set up to allow the upgrades and the downloads, kind of going to that next level of your spirituality, whatever that is, as far as your gifts, waking up, clearing karma. That's what it is. That's what it is. Kundalini activation and clearing karma. Rebirth is here. 7-7. What's here? Gaining trust. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Well is here. That may be something kind of hidden, or like I said, a well is deep, but it also brings forth life-giving waters. Yeah, but this is probably something that you hadn't seen or understood yet. But there's some stability coming in for you in this situation, and definitely some information. Has your heart been under lock and key? This does indicate somewhat of a gilded cage, so this may be something that you have to work on too, or is coming forward. But just like I said, don't let it stay locked away. Oh yeah, the fish are here. That's prosperity coming for you. And here's this main male again. Wow, and the way it fell, main male fell on main male, or like I said, man fell on main male. Ooh, we got the tulips here too. That's an offer of love and stability. With this pathway, that polar bear, it's kind of that mama bear. Wow, okay. And they just shooting out. The stork is here. It said that they mate for life. So it's bringing you information, but this does also indicate love coming in and perhaps a child as well. It's over here in this whole area where this child is. And yep, here it is. Main female is here. I mean, with woman. Wow. Well, that I guess is that pretty much. I don't need to go much further with that. We're gonna pull some romance angels and then the fairies, and then some of the journey of love. Get a couple of messages from there because I'm just mushy like that, and I love those messages in that book. But yeah. Oh. Love yourself first. And again, that's probably what some of this slowing down. Why hasn't it happened yet? Why are we waiting so long? Because again, what you've been through did a wham bammy on you, did a number. And in that healing season, you had to heal from a lot of that stuff. Like I said, stop the bleed, so to speak, actually heal from it, and then move out in another direction and learn to love yourself first. Your self respect makes you more romantically attractive. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Even if you just seeing them in the ethers right now, it may not be, like I said, it may not be in your face, but you got a hint or an inkling that something is coming. Oh, and it is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Look at here. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. So that's definitely worth waiting for. You know what? We ain't gonna mess with no more. Oh, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Look at here. What's on the top? Look, yeah, pay attention to the red flags and healing family issues. I told you that was the holdup, but it's okay. This is worth waiting for, and it is the romance of a lifetime and eventually can lead to a potential wedding. I love it, love it, love it. To claim it. If you don't, I will. Save my energy, but I'll take this all day too. Yes, indeedy. Ooh. Psychic connection. Your communication goes beyond mere words. Are you getting telepathic hits from someone and wondering if that's really that person or if you really, is that really what it is? Well, yeah, it is. It says let go of the past here. Clear energy to allow more love in your life. And let me see. This one that hit the floor. Oh, no wonder. Well, normally they say, for somebody, this may be, it says a common cause, connection, workplace romance. It may not actually be in your actual workplace now. And I ain't telling nobody to go out and get an HR violation. But if you had that connection and you're wondering if it's real, it may be something worth looking at a little more. It says whoever your counterpart is, there is a common cause connection there. Manifesting the one. Very soon, your true love will arrive. Wow. And if you're already involved with somebody, there may be a proposal coming here. It says your romance is about to evolve and level up. So either it's on its way or it's getting ready to hit another level. But either way, that's looking pretty darn good there. I like that. Like that a lot. Now let's get a couple of these from. Let's see what Journey of Love got to say. She is the moon. Whoa, whoa. Okay, well, I didn't plan on taking that many, but the way they flipped out and jumped there, I've got to kind of sort of look at it. 21, she is the moon. The light of the moon ebbs and flows. The wisdom of patience is not about waiting around for something to happen rather than getting up and getting it done. The wisdom of patience is that of the gardener who consults the lunar calendar, the right timing, promoting growth, planting then when there's fertile soil, and allowing the soil to rest and replenish when it needs to. You are being asked to check in with your timing. Is now the time for action or for rest? It can change quickly, just like the phases of the moon. If you are unsure, that's okay too. Perhaps you're waiting for more light to reveal the way as the moon grows full. All things come in time. Your message comes through this oracle. Your manifestation is unfolding in perfect timing. If you feel something isn't happening fast enough or is happening quickly and you're unsure if you're really ready, be assured all is well. If something is not clear to you and you'd like it to be more so, the clarity you seek will come to you. Do not worry, do not try to force the insight, but just be with what is happening now and trust. You are moving and growing, and all is well. Soon you will see that for yourself, just as the moon grows full and revealing, even in the midst of deepest night. And we are still in full moon energy. So I love that. Wow. All right. And then we have God Speaks. And the first card we had here was the universe is talking to you. Kind of interesting there. The divine is speaking to you directly. Underneath the silence, there is the endless music of love pulsating throughout the universe. Within that sacred sound, there is guidance. It may or may not have words. It might be a feeling in your heart that you can only access when you are still, relaxed, dancing in a yoga practice, or even half asleep. It assures you that behind any struggle or challenge, there is only ever the divine seeking you out, calling you to surrender some fear or doubt or other, so that you can move faster or you can move closer, excuse me. Trust in the sound of love beyond anything else, for in truth, no matter what may appear to be, there is nothing else. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being loved into becoming. Be open to being shown the divine genius in all that is happening. If you feel you're being nudged, know that you're being nudged by the divine. If you feel that you're being held back, know that you're being held back by the divine. All is happening perfectly for you and will all unfold in divine timing. The divine is speaking to you. When you are captivated by the beauty of nature or an illogical sense that everything is okay, listen. That's the divine talking to you, reassuring you that all is unfolding according to spiritual law in perfect cooperation with your own destiny. And there's a poem here. They all have poems, but I do want to read this one. When the first sound was born, the air was filled with fantasy, like the flower's sweet perfume, alive in the moment. There was nothing else, only the energy coursing through my body and the tears on my cheeks. I was carried away on the strings, each note striking a chord within and answering with the emotions of my soul. How precious the surprise, how powerful the memory to be with the violin when it sings. Then we had contemplation came out here. Within you, there is a question arising. When you get to the question, when you get the question right, the answer will be self-evident. But you have to plunge your consciousness deep within to find the right question, to articulate it clearly and understand what it is that you're really asking. That question within you is actually a divine gift of awakening. It is your future awakened self wanting to be found and calling to you too. Let the question arise through dreams, dance, meditation, sleep, yoga, time in nature, swimming in the ocean, bathing in aromatherapy bath, or receiving a hot stone massage. The question holds within it the next unfolding petal of the lotus of your being. This oracle brings you an invitation to enter into the mystery of your life and your being, to allow the biggest question you can summon to emerge from your heart, to be expressed through love. Your question may emerge as clear and shining or soft and yielding, a question with no words, only feeling. Whatever truth emerges, let that be your contemplation. In response to that question, the next step forward will unfold before you, revealed in perfect clarity and perfect timing. This oracle brings you a message from your own divine nature. Come sit with me and breathe. I want to ask you something. I want you to ask me something. Together, there is a conversation that we are to have now, and there will be beautiful accord between us that overflows into all of your relationships, bringing more understanding and peace. And then last but not least, we have legacy of light. You are called to bear light, to carry forward the legacy of a spiritual lineage of wisdom and deep service to the earth. You are part of that spiritual lineage, a belonging that extends through generations past and generations yet to come. Honor the importance of your task and realize that you are a light bearer, that you carry a legacy of consciousness and embodiment of light upon this earth to share for the betterment of future generations. May the ancestors of your lineage bless you with unconditional love and devotion as you carry the light forward now. Blessed be. This oracle says to you that you have connected more powerfully with a source of spiritual guidance and instruction that is activate helping you full activate your divine life mission and purpose. It is confirmation that however you are choosing to live your life is in service to the light, whether it be obviously so to others or not, and that your personal growth and spiritual path are helping the greater human soul evolve. You are acknowledged as a jewel of light upon this earth, an important link in a heavenly chain of divine awakening. This oracle also brings confirmation, if needed, that relationship issues that are arising for you now are not only about your own personal healing, but about healing the emotional legacy of your ancestral lines. To do this, you may wish to journal, dance, or meditate, or dedicate a yoga practice to the healing of your ancestral inheritance, and ask that your own relationships be assisted through the karmic grace of your ancestors to step into more consciousness of love now. Didn't we talk about that in the beginning, about how those painful past relationships were for learning karmic lessons and closing karmic cycles for our ancestors? And because you've done that work, even though it's taken some time to get to the good part, when it come, oh baby, it's gonna be good. Like I said, your ancestors have been personally shopping and handpicking this beautiful divine counterpart for you, and helping them get spiritually ready for you, and helping you get spiritually ready for this delicious love that you're going to step into. Because why? Because you manifested it. When you cried out in pain and all of that stuff that was going wrong, they heard you. Sometimes we get a whole lot of what we don't want so that we can kind of better know what we do want. And you're manifesting in a beautiful, beautiful counterpart. This was absolutely a delight. I thank you for allowing me to read for you this evening. If you resonated with it, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel, of course, if you haven't already. But yes, oh family, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely wonderful. Congratulations. Be patient and just know whatever you're doing, like I said, we're in full moon energy. You may have intended and thought and wished and hoped and whatever it was that you were doing, keep doing that because it's on the way. I love you so much, family. Until next time, peace and blessings to you. Definitely take care of yourselves and each other. And like I say, you keep holding the space for this gorgeous counterpart because they're coming. I love you. Talk to you later. Namaste.